Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're finally getting started on doing some fun stuff to this truck. And right here y'all can see the first thing that we're going to be doing is a new set of clear headlight housings and all new LEDs to go in it. Also in this kit got some new tail lights. They're still just the regular red tail lights. Alright, so as y'all can see, the headlight housings are pretty ugly, and they also have those really ugly yellow headlights in them. Day running lights, only half of them work. They also have some crappy kind of tint on them or something, and the corner lights are completely busted up. And on top of all that, all of the tail lights are really ugly too. The third brake light doesn't even work, and the cargo lamps don't even work. So yeah, we're going to be getting everything replaced on this truck, all the lights. With this stuff right here, I don't have the third brake light yet for up there. It's coming in the mail, but it'll still be in this video. Since I got clear housings, I have some switchback LED turn lights right here. So they'll be white whenever they're doing their day run cycle, and when they're being used as a turn signal, they'll turn amber. And these are for the corner lights and also for the tag lights down there. And last but not least, we got the high beams and low beams right here. So there those are. And as you can see, I did get all different brands, but they should still be the same color. Should be about 6,000 Kelvin, 6,500, somewhere in that range. So everything should still match and look good. Alright guys, so here are all the new housings. You see we got our corner marker lights right here, and obviously the headlights. We got the tail lights over here. Now these are just to get these old crusty ones gone, but in the future I am planning on trying to get some clear headlights. It's just that they are extremely expensive and they're really hard to find. It's about $300 for a set. So yeah, I don't know, I can't find any, or else I would have got some. These are just to get me for the time being. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and throw the bulbs in here, and then we can start throwing all these housings into the truck. Alright, so to replace these housings, these on the bottom are actually pretty easy. It's just 4 screws, missing one, and same thing on this side. So those are really easy to get rid of, but for the rest of them, I'm going to have to take the whole grill off, and then we can get to these corner marker lights and the headlights. Luckily, taking the grill off is actually pretty easy. It's just, in my case, it's just 3 screws. There's one there, and one in here, right there. There's supposed to be 2 more, but the tabs are broken off. So yeah, in the future, I'm probably going to get a new front grill, but for now, this one actually does pretty good. A lot of the chrome is still good. There's a few places where it's missing, but for the most part, looks pretty good. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started taking this grill off. Alright guys, so there's all the old crap off. And I didn't notice at first, but these headlights actually are supposed to have halos, and that's what these extra little plugs are for, and all this wiring crap I had to take out. So now what I'm probably going to do is, before I start putting these new headlights on, I'm going to go ahead and take this little black piece off right here so I can take these out. These were for holding the brush guard on, and obviously they just kind of look stupid when they're sitting there without a brush guard on the truck. So I'm going to go ahead and yeah, take this black part off, get these out of the way, and then I'll start throwing the headlights in and go back to the back of the truck and throw in the corner lights onto the grill. So yeah, let's get this out of the way and start putting the headlights back in. Alright guys, so now I got these new headlight housings on. They're looking pretty good. Still haven't taken the clear wrap off of them yet because I don't want to scratch them. Also, got those brackets off, so I'm going to have to clean the bumper where those were covering up, but it does look a little better with that. And it should also be easier to put the grill on because they were kind of getting in the way when I was taking it off. And now the next step is going to be taking these old, gross, broken corner lights off and replacing them with these new ones right here. That should be pretty simple. It's just some little nuts on the back of these holding them on. So yeah, let's do that. So now I've got the new corner lights on there. They're looking pretty good, as y'all can see. So now I'm going to go ahead and throw these little bulbs up there in the harness. So once I get the grill in position, I can just put the bulbs in place and, you know, not have to fiddle with it. So now to finish up the front end, I just got to throw these switchback bulbs in these little sockets right here, and then throw in these new turn signal housings. So let's get that done, and then we can move on to the back. Now I've got this side in, and I need to make sure that I have it the right way around, because if I have it in wrong, it will have amber day running lights and then white turn signals. So turn the lights on real quick and make sure. So there you go. As you can see, I have them in backwards. So let's turn these off and flip them around. And there we go. Got them white. Alrighty, so now that they all show white, just gotta throw them in the housings and then screw them back together, and then the front will be done. Alright guys, got them all back in, so now I get to do the satisfying part of ripping off all this protective film. And there we go. So now we got the front done. Let's move on to the back and get those new taillight housings in. Alright, so replacing these should be a little more simple than the front. It's just two little screws. Alright guys, I don't know if I'm just stupid or what, but I can't get this thing on, so I'm gonna turn the camera off. And alright guys, well, I'm really pissed off because while I'm putting them on, broke it. But for now, let's move on to the other side. Yeah, I don't know, I'm mad. So a few days have passed since the last time I picked the camera up, and as you can see, got the new third brake light here. Looks kind of cheap. It was cheap, but the hope is whenever I get some kind of clears for the back of my truck, I can make this match. So if I get fogged clear, I can take the lens off of this one and maybe fog it as well, or I can take the lens off of this and paint match the reflectors in there. And obviously I would be doing the same thing for a different tail light. yeah, it doesn't look great right now, but in the future I should be able to do something with it. But for now, let's go ahead and throw it up there. Now that I got that clean, I'm gonna go ahead and plug this light up and make sure it works before I get everything put back together. Alright, so I'm having trouble with this thing. I'm gonna turn off the camera and try to fix it at some point or figure out what's going on. But I'm just gonna do that off camera because I don't know how long that's gonna take. I'll catch back up with y'all whenever I get this thing figured out and get it working before I put it all back together. So I just figured out what's going on with the cargo lamps, and when I last set down the camera I actually had to go straight to classes, and then whenever I got back home started working on this right away, and I've been at it for a little while, and you know, checking voltage and stuff, and I don't know if I'm the one who's stupid or what, because the cargo light actually does work. It's just not very intuitive at all. So you see, I come in here, I turn on my cargo lamps, right? Not on, right? But if I press the brake, you see the light turns on. So that's weird, right? Cargo lamp's supposed to be on right now. Well, what the problem actually is, you just turn this little knob all the way up so it turns the interior lights on, and it turns the cargo lights on for some reason. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, but that's also how it's supposed to work. So I figured this out because I started looking at these electrical diagrams right here, and if you look right here, this is the cargo lamp section. There's the switch and it comes through, and then the light comes out of it and goes to the interior light system. So I don't know why it's designed like that, but I just wasted a whole lot of time because this thing was working from the very beginning and I could have just thrown it in the truck. But now we can get back on track. I can go ahead and throw this light on there and we can see how it looks. Alright guys, so as y'all saw last night, got the new third brake light put in. It looks pretty decent, but it doesn't match these tail lights at all. I'm going to try to fix that in the future. Putting that in wraps up doing all the lighting for this truck. The tail lights, you know, it just looks basically like OEM. The front end has a whole new step up from the cheap headlights and the tinted turn signals and side markers. So now the last thing for getting this front end all fixed up is going to be a new grille, because for the most part this one's in good shape except for some of the chrome peeling right here and up here. And then this thing is being held in by like 2 screws right now. All the clips on the bottom of it are broken, so this thing is just hanging on for dear life. And also I want to get a new bumper because the brush guard that was on it kind of rubbed through the chrome in a few spots, and it's really not like a wrecked bumper or anything, but I do think it would make it look a lot better if I got these little marks fixed up somehow. I might be able to polish those out in the future. So that pretty much wraps up this video. Got all the lighting done. Looks great. If y'all also like it, let me know by hitting that like button. And if you don't like it, go ahead and hit the dislike button. And just to make sure that I really know that you don't like it, hit it one more time. So make sure you hit it 2 times in total. And it'll just let me know that y'all don't like the new headlights. And if y'all are excited to see the next step for this truck, Make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below so you get notifications and stuff whenever I make new uploads. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video.